Good morning, all the way from Melbourne, Australia. I'm just getting ready to jump on a flight with my hockey team, the Melbourne Ice, where we go up against the Brisbane Lightning and, of course, the Sydney Ice Dogs, who we beat last week. I'm Kerry Goulet, better known as the Gooch, and I'm doing a very special show today. You meet somebody in your life that just changes your life to the positive. And I'll tell you what, this guy has done that for me and to hundreds of thousands of people around the world. And he's having a special request. Not him, all his friends have a special request because this guy would give the shirt off his back to you. There's no question. He's been so kind to me with my mother, with my sister, done so much for Canada, so much for the world, has been over here in Australia with me, trying to help grow the game. And he has done nothing but miraculous things. He actually won a gold medal. We'll ask him about that. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, one of my best friends, Paul Rosen. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
Hey, Gooch. I'm just sitting at the dinner table with my dad and my sister's place. He's eating some fish and chips and in Thornhill. You're in Melbourne. This computer thing is going to catch on, I think. You're in Melbourne, Australia. I'm in Thornhill.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I don't know how that works. Don't know how those little chipmunks are moving things around here, or the squirrels. Hey, Paul is a hero to me. Respect him so much. Barry Shelley, thank you for popping in, Barry. Okay, Paul, this is a special edition. We do a lot of shows together. And you and I were talking the other day, and one of the things that we talked about with, of course, our very good friend, Sam Macbeth. Love that guy to death, has been just a huge supporter, not only of yourself, but obviously our Canadian correspondent for the Melbourne Ice. Just a great guy. We talked a little bit about your situation. You're not one of those guys that over promotes. I'm a son, right? I go out. Talk to me about a very special event that's just going to start happening.
Well, you know what? I'm not really one who asks for things, but my leg, which I've had for 15 years, is just about on its last legs, no pun intended. And we've got a few things happening fundraising wise, and my buddy Jimmy Abrams with you, and we're doing a GoFundMe. We were hoping it was going to launch today because it's 24 years ago today. I was in Israel having my leg amputated. By this point I would have been just getting out of intensive care and going to my room, having my leg amputated. But over the years, we've had struggles with legs, and we are going to launch very soon. We'll let you know exactly when it is. Jimmy and yourself are a big part of this, trying to get me the last $20,000 for the leg, so I can have the leg, and hopefully this will be one of my last ones because I should get a good 10 years out of it. So we're just trying our best to get things going. I wish we had more help from the government, but we don't. So we're just doing what we can do.
Well, obviously, a lot of people don't understand the trials and tribulations. We wake up in the morning, we run to the shower, get all fixed up, run downstairs, jump in our car, off we go. It takes a little bit more time for somebody like yourself, of course, only having one leg. I've been with you. I've witnessed this heartache, hardship, I would call it, but you never let anybody feel that. You go by your way. You're always positive. You're upbeat. Behind the scenes, sometimes you and I get a little crutchy and a little ornery, but out in the public, you are the perfect guy. Talk to me about having to do something like this. Obviously, we know that this leg is, what would a leg cost today, roughly?
A top of the line leg now, above knee, with all the things you need for it to live a normal life, is between 85,000 and 100,000 now. The ones that you see, like the players on the U.S. para team, that it's incredible when you watch them. They got 4 or 5 double amps on their team, and those Genium legs are about 105, 110,000 each. Now, a lot of the guys on the American team lost their legs in Afghanistan in the war, so they're covered 100%. We've got Dom Larocque, the goalie for Canada. He lost his leg in Afghanistan. He's covered. But unfortunately, the way I lost my leg, through the doctors and, little things that happen, and it's too late now. It's a long time ago. There's really no coverage whatsoever.
Well, and so this is a quest to help you obviously get back your mobility, because I've watched you struggle with this old leg. And what we're doing is you do so much for charity, Paul. Obviously, you do a lot for us. You've been over here in Australia. You've been with me to New Zealand. We've traveled the world. You've been to Germany and do so many charity events. It's an important thing for you to be able to have more mobility. When people don't understand it, it's difficult to carry on your full day with a leg that doesn't work, and a lot of times you have to go on crutches.
Yeah, actually, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just getting ready to, after my dad eats and gets back in bed, I'm grabbing my crutches and going out to the Legion. It's Friday night at the Legion. We do karaoke, all our buddies, and I'm going to crutch tonight because my leg has been too sore today wearing it all day. And that's the other situation is when the leg, like I'm on my left side where I have a leg, I have a hip replacement, and I'm going to need a new one soon because it gets worn out so fast
Yeah,
because of this leg
yeah.
is not good, and it just throws everything off. So I'm hoping, I just turned 63, you just turned 64. I'm hoping that for the next 7 to 10 years I'll be able to walk without pain and be able to do all the great things I love to do, be able to get down to Australia, New Zealand, and help promote the great game of ice hockey and para ice hockey, and with everybody that wants to play, whether you're disabled or a woman or a man. Just it's a great game. It's given you and me an opportunity to travel the world, and we both want to give back.
Hey, Josh Hay coming in from the Hay family, all the way from Auckland, New Zealand. Great to have him. Of course, our good friend, who you would not ever let you down. Awesome.
Yeah.
Late, but I'm here. Barry Shelley, Robert Wine, of course. Thank you for always being a part of our show. All right. Well, we're doing a quick show because, as you know, I'm off to the airport. Melbourne Ice playing a big weekend. And, you've been one of those guys that always helped me. We're struggling a little bit 4-8, but it seems like we're just turning that corner. What's an inspirational thing? Obviously, 24 years ago, you obviously were a young man going in to find out that they were amputating your leg, and that in itself, I couldn't even believe I could live through that. But you have, and not only have you lived through it, you've aspired, and you have got to the top of the mountain for a lot of people that maybe would have just been a shell of themselves, or curled up, in a fetal position. You've done as much or more than anybody would do under those circumstances. What drives you?
Well, what drives me is to be better. 24 years ago I was 39 years old, had the leg amputated, and now I'm 63 years old. I had a chance to travel the world a few times, and when I had my two legs till I was 39 years old, I didn't go very far from 39 till to 50, a little over 50, having a chance to play 10 years for Canada. I traveled the world, Kerry, and it's a great opportunity. Not a lot of people get that opportunity, not only to travel the world, but to help other people. And it's been instilled with me over the years from my grandfather, from my father. Anytime you can help somebody, it's a great thing. You've seen some of the great situations when we were in the Children's Hospital in Brisbane, and you put a smile on a kid's face, and that's what it's really all about.
Hey, Paul. I don't know if you hear me. Hey, Paul, I don't think you hear me. Something's gone wrong with the internet as usual. I'm going to make a phone call to you. Just give me 1 sec. We're going to finish this off on another call. Crazy every time. Well, as usual, there's always something going on. I'm still able to record. We lost you just at the little bit. What we're going to do, Paul, is we're going to add a part to the show tomorrow when I'm in Brisbane. That'd be kind of cool. We've got the last part of your statement, so I really look forward to finishing that off. We were live, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that. We're still live. They can hear me. I'm going to change that. I'm going to go back through the recording, and then we'll build up back on it tomorrow. Fantastic. Seven four. Yes. 6-1 over Sydney. That's a big score. Thanks, buddy. All right, Paul Rosen. Talk to you tomorrow, kid from Brisbane. Bye, buddy. Bye. Always a pleasure. Having some fun. Hey, Barry Shelley, how are you, buddy? Can you still hear me by chance, Barry? Let me know that. Obviously, we apologize for some of the hiccups that we've had along the way. Always, when you do live shows, there's always this. Barry, you know that. You know that best than anybody. All right, listen, Paul Rosen, one of the best guys in the world. We will be hosting a GoFundMe. I know it's something that he needs so much. He's such a wonderful man. Won a gold medal for Canada. Has been an ambassador not only for myself, but he's been around the world. Just saying hello to Sam Macbeth, also one of the greatest, helps us with the Melbourne Ice, my correspondent. I am now jumping in a car, driving to the airport to fly with our hockey team, the Melbourne Ice, and we will finish off part two, we'll call it part two with Paul Rosen tomorrow, because I know we had a little bit of a sound issue. And don't forget to check out all the great things that we're doing. Sammy, Barry, of course, and so many others. Of course, Donna McCarthy, how are you? I will call you as I get in the car to say hello, Donna, as I'm traveling off to the airport now. All right. I want to thank you very much. We will definitely be bringing Paul back on and finishing off a very, very important story, because he's not only an inspiration to all of us, he also does so much for charity around the world. All right. Signing off. Gary Goulet for a short little visit here at the locker room at the bottom line, brought to you by the good people at the Hockey News, Sports Illustrated, of course, the Melbourne Ice.